Air passenger uproar as woman with baby on her lap should be ashamed for bothering others. Which seat do you prefer? I stalk. A woman is sharing her recent airplane drama with others on social media after another woman tried to shame her for traveling with an infant who made some noise, and for switching seats. Describing herself as 31 years old and traveling alone with a 19-month-old son on a 3-hour flight, the woman said her child, who was under age 2, had to sit on her lap. I also had a big backpack with all the necessities that I keep on the floor and easily accessible, wrote the woman on the Reddit page known as AITA, Am I the hole? Reddit drama about Disney trip by grandma and kids goes viral as she refuses to apologize to family. It can get crowded fast, but it's just how it is when you travel alone with a young child. The woman continued in her post, I got assigned a random seat, 12C, at checkup, and ended up being in a row with no other empty seat. Although I appreciate it when there is an empty seat next to me as it greatly improves our flight experience, it's not an expectation I have and I never ask for it. Read on the Fox News app. Which seat do you prefer? A woman on Reddit shared her recent airline drama, noting, a flight attendant came to me and offered to move us 3 rows up, because there were 2 seats available, and they usually try to accommodate people with young infants. She said that once the passenger had boarded but before takeoff, a flight attendant came to me and offered to move us 3 rows up, because there were 2 seats available, and that they usually try to accommodate people with young infants. The mother, calling herself aggravating worth 643 on Reddit, added, I was delighted and accepted right away. The flight attendant helped me move my things and explained the situation to the other passenger in that row. This did not go over well, apparently. Dad asks Reddit if he should let his teen daughter meet a boy from Instagram in person. The passenger did not appreciate it at all, wrote the mother. She started complaining to the flight attendant that she was planning to sleep on the flight, and that it would be impossible now. That she specifically chose this seat while checking in online because the row was empty, but now, it was going to be a nightmare. The woman said the flight attendant simply explained that both my seats, old and new, were standard, that the woman only paid for her own seat and that the airline's policy is to try to accommodate young parents if possible. Airplane taking off with sunrise behind it. I just ignored her all the way, as if she didn't speak at all, wrote the mother on Reddit about her recent airplane situation. That got her even more angry, but she finally stopped complaining after a while. The mother wrote about what happened next. The woman told me that I should be ashamed to impose all this noise on people that are just trying to enjoy their flight. Especially since it wasn't even my seat and I didn't even pay for it. The mother added, honestly, I'm really not good with confrontation. I usually end up either crying or apologizing, so I just ignored her all the way, as if she didn't speak at all. That got her even more angry, but she finally stopped complaining after a while. My son ended up crying only once. I got some stinky eye and some other rude comments, but all in all, the flight was way more comfortable for us this way, so I don't really regret switching seats. Woman on Reddit is confused by boyfriend's negative reaction to her care package. Ungrateful dude, she continued, but I do wonder if I'm the a-hole. It's true that I didn't pay for that seat, and that it wasn't my originally assigned seat. In an edit to her post, she clarified that her bag did fit under the seat. It was there during takeoff and landing. It was on the floor the rest of the time for easy access. She also noted, my son was on my lap the whole flight, as per the flight attendant's demand. The extra seat was just extra space to feel less crowded and not bump elbows. She also wrote as a point of clarification, I'm overweight, yes, but not extremely so. I haven't lost all my pregnancy weight yet. She also noted that she is from Europe. Her son, she wrote, had to be in her lap. The flight attendant insisted on it when she offered me the switched seats. We aren't allowed to bring car seats with us. They go with luggage. The woman also told others, I can't afford to buy an extra seat just to have more space, as my son isn't allowed to sit there yet. Fox News Digital reached out to a psychologist for insight into the matter while others on the platform weighed in with a bevy of reaction. In less than 24 hours, some 6,000 people reacted with over 1,000 posting comments about the issue. Airline seats sounds like the other passenger was an unpleasant person, which isn't your fault, wrote one commenter about the drama. If another mother with a young child did pay for the seats near her, I'd almost guarantee she would have complained still. The other with the baby did nothing wrong, wrote one of the top commenters on the post, garnering 11,000 upvotes for this reaction. You paid for a seat, the airline accommodated you and explained to the other passenger, wrote this top commenter. The other passenger paid for her seat only, not the entire row. Reddit user accused of spoiling her young son by asking for and invite two girls only event. The same person continued, sounds like the other passenger was an unpleasant person, which isn't your fault. If another mother with a young child did pay for the seats near her, I'd almost guarantee she would have complained still. Another commenter agreed that the mother on Reddit did nothing wrong. The other woman was never guaranteed those two seats would stay empty, they were just empty at the time of her booking. Another person said about the complaining passenger, it was a 3-hour flight. Not a trip to New Zealand from New York. She'll get over it. However, some others took issue with the mother's apparent size, attitude, and behavior. You're a plus-size woman with a toddler and a big bag in front of you, one writer commented. That impedes access for other people in your row. You're very inconsiderate of others, and blocking the exit is not only a nuisance, but can be dangerous in an emergency. Click here to sign up for our lifestyle newsletter. The same writer added, you can purchase a seat for your toddler, but you won't because it's too expensive. It does feel like you're hoping to get an extra seat for free. You should at least travel with luggage that fits under the seat or in the space above you. For more lifestyle articles, visit www.foxnews.com/lifestyle. Original article source: Airplane passenger uproar as woman with baby on her lap should be ashamed for bothering others.